everybody. Welcome back. Victory Games Open Fire, Tank Warfare Ambush, basically. Using my HE values off of ASL instead of theirs. We have run into, actually, at the end of that turn, so I can remove all smoke and suppressed. We are going to roll to see if any of my guys. I got to go through this in order because I think I forgot the random event roll again. And we're going to do that first. Awareness phase, random event, advantage. Random event should have happened before I did the die roll. All right, that's 12, and that's for the random event on turn 1, which I neglected to do. I'm very bad about that. I got to get that back into the habit. So we need a 12, and we are on condition 2, which I also forgot to place on our sheet, I believe. Yes, hell, I never even put in condition 1 on there. There we go, condition 2. Activation is now 6. 12. Mission 5, condition 2. Random event, none. Okay, now we're doing the U.S. awareness phase. I am aware. He is no longer panicked. E needs to roll a 3 or more. Does not. B, oh, I don't know. They're just right there. He rolled a 5. Does not. C is going to become active. And D, long shot. 1. Damn, long shot worked. Hello. All right, so I got 3 guys, fortunately, this time. And I can always give a turn to activate 1, too, if I get 2 turns. Random event, turn around 2 is 10. One thing I kept forgetting to do last time, and always forgot to do, there's no random event on this one. Now we do advantage. You know what? I forgot to do it. Well, it doesn't matter. They didn't have a turn. Yeah, they did. Doesn't matter. Half track would have rolled 489 no matter what. 1-1. That means the advantage goes to the Germans. We are disadvantaged with 2 turns. They are advantaged with 2 turns. We are disadvantaged with 2 turns. They are advantaged with 2 turns. And 1 down here is disadvantaged, panicked. And then we go into the turns. So, Y will go first. And Y is the infantry. They have a roll of 1 on condition 2, which is 286. 286 reads, if there are 4 more active vehicles in sight, there aren't. There's 3 or fewer U.S. vehicles in sight. It's the 813. 813 was the truck model that I took on Westpac. Nice. If an active U.S. unit is in sight, fire Panzerfaust and all other GP weaponry at closest U.S. unit. Panzerfausts, and I have not used them before. We will now, so we're going to go ahead and do this, which is scary. I should have popped the smoke down, but I did not, and now we're going to pay that price. Panzerfausts and bazookas. Wish I had a card for these. It'd be easier than looking up the. I can't find it. You know how it is when you look for something you can't find it. 21, 9, and 8. Especially when you're recording. It is horrible. You feel the pressure to get it done so you don't bore the people on the other end. Bazookas and Panzerfaust. German and U.S. infantry may, according to missions, be armed with bazookas or Panzerfaust. These weapons are treated separately from the squad's normal GP weaponry, and the AP combat hit chance are separate line for each. Note that these weapons have absolutely limits to the range, unlike other guns. Okay, so are you going to fire one off? And then I've got to find that, maybe it's in the data card. Like I said, I never used it before. My eyes are aging, so we better put that a little bigger so we can actually read it. And of course, now we're clicking all over the place, and we're doing good. Panzerface rate of fire 1, Panzerfaust rate of fire 1. Hmm. Okay, now I know. We got, Panzerfaust. It's going to be up here. Come on, Greg, seriously? The green line. So we have a range of 3. They cannot shoot at me. Cannot shoot at me at a range of 3. That is a good thing. So all they can do is fire their GP, which is not going to do anything to me. But I could make an effort at it. German infantry is going to be 7. My GP defense is, of course I forget. Wouldn't have it any other way. GP defense 7, so 0. And they roll a 10, which is going to suppress us, but I got to double check that because we are buttoned, and it does say something about damage versus buttoned. No, we can be suppressed. So they're wailing all kinds of MG fire down on us, and we are now suppressed. All right, and then it is our turn, I believe. Yes. Suppressed units cannot fire. It takes 2 movement points to move. Um, Basically, we're screwed. Squads cannot move while suppressed, but we can. So I can back up, which is going to make me move fast, though. Back up 1. That's going to be all we're going to be able to do. That makes me moving fast. Ah, oh no, it doesn't show. Oh, what did I do? That means I've got another. Here we go again. I'm going to pause, guys, while I go in and fix my module again. That means I got another conflict there. I'll be right back. So I got to bring another piece out for him. That's all we're going to have to do. That was me shooting myself in the foot when I fixed the last conflict. I did not bother to look at the hotkeys. And when I fixed the conflict on I think it was the Control M, I put alternate A down, which I also use for fast. So I screwed myself on that one. And we're fast now because we backed up. Back takes all your movement. I did find that rule when I was going through rules. That's going to be our impulse or turn for the first turn. Oh boy. There we go. S goes next, and air condition X still, which is 489 no matter what we do. 489, I think, is going to have him trying to hit my tank with. So all the best they can hope for is fire machine guns, and he's already Teflon, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, so he rolls a 6. That's going to be ineffective, minus something. So yeah, that's ineffective. Minus, we're a 7. He's a, no, we're a 6. He's a 3. That's a minus 3. So 7 is 1 to 6 is no effect. I like that GP better. I think it's working a lot better. It makes them where they're not really knocking us out like they were before. Yeah, we're actually a 7. It's a minus 4. 1 to 7 would have been a miss. All right, that is S's turn. C gets to go. That's going to be 1. He's an M10. That's 3. He can go 3. I got to be careful with them, though. He's going to drive slow to there, and then he's going to close. That's 4. That's all he can do. Don't want to get too close. So C is done. Now we're going to roll for another German number. 4. That doesn't affect advantage. It just affects the German number. So Y goes first using 4 this time. That's going to be 286 again, which means he's going to fire another Panzerfaust status, but he can't. So, and he should have never fired that one. All right, so all he can do is fire at us again. They are a 7, and my 7 is a 0. They roll a 7. That's going to be a panic. They're actually going to screw me over here really good and got a panic on me. So they are affecting my. They're still lethal. So I do like my values better. They're not going to rip us a new one, but they are making life hard at us with all the MG42 fire and everything they're putting down. Um, let's. What am I doing here? There we go. I lost it. We go to panic. Y is done. We cannot fire back. It is S's turn. S is going to fire at. Can't see them. You can only see me. That's going to be a minus 4. And they rolled a 7 on that. Minus 4. They're only a 3 to our defensive 7. That's going to be a no effect. That'll bring up C. I can move slow. And I forgot to do that. No, we're on slow. And fire at him. M10, we are buttons, so we do not get to use the AA gun. Is 14, and we're going to half that because we're moving. Goes down to 7. And their defense, German defense, is 6. Goes down to there. We roll a 3. Of course we do. That panics them, though. But it doesn't matter. Their turn's already over. So we are done that round. We will go next to the awareness, which only happens in the first 2 turns. You know what? With random event, we weren't supposed to do the first turn. Duh. Everybody comes back down here, and these 2 are now available this turn. Um, We will roll for a random event. 10. Condition 2, mission 5. We're already there, none. So we're going to go and roll for advantage. 7 and a 3, that's our advantage. And I forgot we got to get rid of smoke and go. 7 to 3. They're at disadvantage 3. We're advantage 7. One turn. Come on, guys. You're killing me here. They're disadvantage 3. We're advantage 7. We do get 2 turns. All these guys are in command. And then we are advantage 7. He is in command also, so he doesn't have to roll. All right, we are set up for that. Now we can begin our rounds. Starting out with Y again. He is 3 away from him. He cannot fire his thing. We got to double check it though. It may not be. He is 3 this time. 3 is still 286. So it says he wants to fire his bazooka, but he's not in range still. Bazooka is range of 3. Our Panzerfaust is a range of 3. A range of 2 maximum. Same as the bazooka. So he cannot hit me. So, that being said, we're going to stay where we're at. I can get rid of all the moves. 286 means they're just going to fire. They're going to fire at the M10 this time. They have 7. His defense is M10. GE defense 5. And it is moving. We are moving slow. And these guys did not move. I got to remember to keep up on that speed. They stopped. He's moving slow still. So moving slow takes 3 off, so that's going to add 3 back on. That's going to be a hurtful, but we're buttons, so he can't really hurt us too badly. 7, that's going to be a suppression. Might as well get another piece down here for him right now because his fast isn't working either. And when I went fast, I should have, good Lord, I'm going to roll all kinds of accidents if I do that. Let's go ahead and do this. He is moving slow. And delete that, and he is closed. And they hit him to suppress him. All right, he is suppressed now. That is Y's turn. We go to E. E, C, and D. We'll go E first. E is going to turn and move slow. It's an M4A3, so that's 1, 2, 3. And he's going to button up. That's going to be his turn. C can't fire. So we're just going to stay put and stop. B, M4A1, turn right and move 1 and button up. And that's going to be all he's doing. All right, A. A is able to do things again. So we are stopped and hatch closed. So we're able to use 14, 15, 16, and we're going to use everything at our might and go after that infantry. 16 minus their defensive value of 6. There's nothing else going on, so 1 to 2 suppresses them, and 3 to 10 kills them, which is going to move them to a half squad. And they are moved to a half squad and suppressed. Killed, I'm pretty sure, is half squad and suppressed, if I'm not mistaken. Killed. Any closed vehicle is suppressed. Any open vehicle is suppressed when its crew rating reduced by 1. And a tow gun is eliminated. Any squad is flipped to its half strength side. And the half squad is eliminated. I don't like their rule on that neither. They still fire at the same effectiveness. I can't see that, but we'll figure that out. He's at half squad, and he is. Don't have one on there. How about we just clone that one? Suppressed, and he also got hit and reduced, so that's going to take his turn out. That was a Y. He is done. All right. That was my turn for A. We go to B. I am going to move him 1, 2. That's moving slow still. And then we're going to fire our HE. I'm going to go ahead and keep firing at that squad. I don't care so much about the half track. I care about that squad. So that's my M4A1. Main gun 14, 15, 16. We're buttoned up, so 16 is all we get. Minus, we're halved because we're moving. So we go down to 8. And then they're a 6. You know what? Infantry can't fire. AP's supposed to be able to fire at a disadvantaged. I see that right here. Doesn't give you anything on the GP though. All right, doesn't matter. We're getting off track again. Stop it. We roll the dice. 4 is going to be a panic, which he has already done, so that's not a big deal. Oh God, I'm not taking ammo off. He fired once more. The M10 fired once, and now B has fired once. All right, that's going to be B. We go to E. I don't want them in range of these guys. I'm going to turn 1. Oops, wrong one. Turn left. 1, 2, 3. Right to there. That's all he's going to do. And then we've got C. C is my M10, and they are suppressed. There's got to be some kind of a modifier for that. There is a modifier for the AP. It's 8 to the left. Maybe I'll give him 8 to the left. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so C is my M10. going to fire. And that is we're buttoned up, so we're not using the coaxial. That's going to be a 14, goes down to a 7. There a 6. That goes down to 1, and then we got suppressed. Yeah, no effect. I shouldn't have even fired it, but I said I was going to. All right, next up is S. S is still waiting for them to load up. He's on special condition X, which is 489, which says that they're going to. We got 4 of them showing now, so we better check that paragraph again. He can't quite see this guy. It's 3 of them showing. Yeah, he can still fire. Yeah, he's going to be still firing his machine guns. He's going to fire B this time to try and suppress him. That's a 3 minus a lot. A 9. Well, we got to check that. 3 minus 6 is a minus 3. 9's going to be a panic. He went after B. I think B's done already. Yes. So it doesn't matter. It's going to bring up D. D is pulling hind tit. They are 1 and 2, and that's all they're going to do because they're M1 for A1 and they can only move 2. That is the end of that round. I think I did forget to roll. No, yeah, I don't know. I think I forgot to roll the dice roll again. What are we looking at on time here? 26. I'm going to go ahead and stop that there. This recon patrol is giving us fits. We are going to go ahead and get rid of all the moves, get rid of all the smoke, which also gets rid of the suppression. And we will be back. Thanks everybody for joining me. This is Open Fire by Victory Games. I do like the ASL values better as long as you put into play the modifiers. You got to put in modifiers. All right, thanks for joining me, and see you guys next time.